Oh man, can you believe I've been here for over 30 years? When I mean here, I mean in Central Florida. And today I'm in the beautiful city of Maitland. Locals kind of know it as Winter Park adjacent, but today I'm gonna show you why people are moving here every day. I'm gonna take you to 3 different properties at 3 different price points as usual. And you're gonna see what your dollar gets you in this market. Let's go. Lake Lily, the historic road around Lake Lily was first used as Native American path during the Second Seminole War and became a military supply route between Fort Mellon, which is now Sanford, and Fort Gatling, which is Orlando. Maitland is one of the oldest cities in Central Florida, and like accompanying Winter Park, it just has an old, rich history. Probably because its proximity to downtown Orlando and where the main drag was. And also just because of the settlers that were here and the natives that were here at the time. So when you look at it, when you walk all around, the first thing you notice is that there's a sense of beauty and calmness to it that gives it a quiet feel, even though it's literally at the doorstep of downtown Orlando. You don't know you're there until you're looking in Winter Park and you see the house that's $1 million, and you can get the same one for like $600,000. Here in Maitland. As it stands, Maitland itself isn't that big. 6.5 miles, so it really doesn't take up that much space, and there's really only 19,500 people that live here. Genuinely speaking, that's not a huge town. In researching for this video, I just found out that Maitland is one of the most sought after cities for young professionals. Why is that? Because 1, you can get affordable real estate at the condo to townhouse level. 2, there's a lot of rentals here. 55% of people that live in Maitland rent in Maitland, 45% own. Maitland itself covers 2 different counties, believe it or not. It's Orange County and Seminole County. From the children all the way to the adults. When I first started this video, I was in the Enzion Theater, which is an independent movie theater. And every year they have a film festival. That art vibe extends throughout. And on top of that, the community comes together around that art. It's such a cool vibe. We're gonna get to the real estate, but before I do, let me introduce myself. My name is Omar and the channel is Real Orlando Living, but let's talk about the real estate. The real estate in Maitland varies greatly. I didn't know this until I started researching this. Maitland actually ranks number 3 in the state for young professionals. Real estate itself, you can get condos right now and townhomes somewhere in the $200,000 range. On top of that, the single family ranchers, they can start off in around the high 3s to low 4s, which I'm gonna show you today. On top of that, you can go all the way up into the multi-million dollar. The most expensive property in Maitland for sale right now is just over $12 million. I'm in the Sunrail station. Young professionals move here because they can literally park their cars, go here, go right into downtown, go right to work, come back, and then get to their home within 5 minutes. But other than that, let's go ahead and go to our first property so you can see what the entry-level price point looks like in Maitland. Let's go. All right, so we are at our first property here in Maitland. If the median home price is over $400,000, this one is far below median, so you know what you're getting into. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 1,600 square feet. It was built in 1967, so you're gonna feel 1967 in here. On top of that, it's on the outer edge of Maitland, which if you look right there is Eatonville, which abuts right to Maitland. At $329,000, this is one of the lowest priced properties in the area. Let's take a look at what gets you for that dollar amount. Come on. All right, so $329,000, 1,600 square feet, 1967, all those stats, you get an older home. As soon as you walk in, the first thing I see, this is a flip special, but they did it 5.25 inch baseboards, LVP, exactly what you expect painted throughout. So when you get something like this, these homes were like probably in disarray. An investor came in here and completely did a good gut job and flipped. So you get the white shaker. I mean, they did everything right. They did the quartz countertop, stainless steel appliances, but the space is kind of odd. Why? Because it's a 1967 home. The living room is there. You got the little walk-in living room situation, and then you have a whole other living room situation over here like this. You know, the AC is right here, so this might get a little hot during the summer. If you go on that side, you got the bedrooms. You're gonna have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms on that side, and then the 4th bedroom is the master, which is right here, which has its own master bathroom and walk-in closet, which, you know, is kind of rare. 9.8 times out of 10, this area was a carport. $329,000, that is the lowest price on the market. This is what you're able to get it here in Maitland. This is what you get at the early price point. If you want more information on something like that, you know, my contact information is below, but let's go ahead and look at what the next dollar amount looks like. Let's Let's go. All right, so we are at our second property in arguably, I mean, I'm gonna give you a scoop here. For me, one of the most slept on neighborhoods in all of Central Florida, and it's called English Estates. I'm a little biased. That's because 30 years ago when I moved here, I actually went to English Estates Elementary, which is here, and this property falls right in line on the Maitland side of English Estates. Just over 1,700 square feet, priced at $515,000. Why is it priced that much? Because it needs a little bit of work, but you'd be surprised. It's gonna look pretty cool inside. Don't mind my car, but if you see that house right there, that house has completely been redone. Why is that? That's because there's investors, there's other homeowners in here who are investing serious money. They bought this property for super cheap, and because the property values have been extending all the way up and the neighborhood is that nice, you can go in different houses and they all have a different vibe. I'm telling you, if you want more information on that, contact me below, but let's go ahead and take a look inside and see what it looks like. Come on. There's so much work to do. Oh, hey, don't mind the solitary desk in the middle of an empty house, but that's kind of what you get here. As soon as you walk in, what did you see? You got a step down. We're talking about the 60s, baby. This was redone, it looks like somewhat recently. Probably had coffers that came down, you know, back in the 60s, this was super low and they had that big old type of light. They got rid of all that. They blew all that out and they have this pretty good looking kitchen. Slow close, that's super cool. Hood, stainless steel appliances. This looks brand new. It was pretty much redone. See, things like this on these type of properties give the homes character. So you're not getting just a normal blank wall. it varies. So the different, from the floor textures to the different architectural textures. So you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and then the master. It's 1964. In 1964, people weren't really living in the house like that. So you're not gonna get the super big walk-in closets. You got the regular walk-in closet. They didn't have king-size beds. So if you put a king in here, if you say you put it there, it's gonna be pretty tight. Not that bad though, but it's gonna be pretty tight. And then the bathroom, cute. You see, it's got a single, pretty basic, but it's nice, clean looking. It's not, some of my videos, I've been to some of these bathrooms and they're like, oh, you get the dual vanity, you get all the stuff, but it's like, there's no character in here. This house does. I had to go get my glasses for this because it's Florida, baby. It's this backyard. Yeah, look at this. Backyard oasis. This pool's probably deep and it's grandfathered in, but you get a pool, it's already got a play set. So if you got kids, there you go. If you got a little puppy, or doggies, it's got a little area back there and then it's quiet and quaint. Your own backyard vibe. $515,000, 3 bedrooms. So, you know, this particular one is the roof is redone. So it sounds expensive and it looks older, but again, you're in one of the best rated school districts. That's what you get here. You get a home with some character. If I'm lying, put a comment down below. Am I crazy about this or are you feeling the vibe that I'm feeling? Let me take you into a property that is proper Maitland. It's right at the middle price point, just above the median. What does $600,000 feels like here? Let's go. All right, so we're here at our final property in the prestigious neighborhood of Domerick. I mean, Domerick is the staple neighborhood of Maitland. This particular property behind me is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,896 square foot flip of a beauty. It's priced at $659,000. It was built in 1964. If you look around, the grass is well kept because at $600,000, you better hope your neighbors are keeping up the house, which they are here. And then on top of that, there's a lot of variability. Every single house is different. Hey, let me stop talking about the neighborhood and let's look inside and take a look at what it looks like. Come on. We are inside. So first of all, I mean, they put fragrance here, which I love. Scent is one of the most important aspects of anything, so you know. So we're in this beauty. The first thing I noticed is that they did a complete flip job. They redid the textures on the wall. They got ugly lights out of here and they put in recessed lighting. And of course they staged it to make it look beautiful, you know? Kind of the couches, you got 2 seats and a couch here, which fits perfectly coming right in from the inside. And then this gorgeous kitchen, stone countertop, 42-inch cabinet, wood. Stainless steel appliances that look gorgeous. These are just a KitchenAid. Overall, this is a gorgeous looking, look at all this counter space. I love this kind of thing. This is like back in the 80s and the 90s where, you know, mommy can cook and I can go ahead and do my homework. This dining room has its own space. So they have it as a dining room, but you can for sure make this a living room if you wanted to, an additional living area. All right, so built in the 60s corridors, and then you have bedroom, bedroom, bathroom, which was completely redone. They did the tile all the way to the ceilings. Good job, guys. You got the other bedroom, and then you have the master bedroom. You saw my previous property, right? Where I said, hey, in the 60s, they didn't spend a lot of time in the bedroom, so they were smaller. This particular one is actually pretty good size. You could definitely put a king size with 2 end tables or 2 right there, no problem. And then this bathroom, it looks absolutely gorgeous. You don't really have much of a backyard, but it's back there. Definitely needs a lot to the imagination. $659,000, that's kind of what you get. If you made it this long in the video, there's really only 2 reasons. Either 1, you really love real estate, which hey, you and I are in the same boat. Or 2, you're thinking about moving within the next year or 2. And if that's you, I would absolutely love to meet with you and speak with you because, you know, every step of the way, it requires a lot of investigation and I want to help you investigate. My name is Omar and I look forward to the next video. Let's go.